The only reason you should ignore this message if you don't believe in God. Vision is the ability to see God's presence, to perceive God's power, to focus on God's plan in spite of the obstacles. When trouble comes, focus on God's ability to care for you. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on thee. When you focus on being a blessing, God makes sure that you are always blessed in abundance. Keep God first. If you do that, if you just focus on God and keeping Him first, then everything else will just take care of itself. Do everything for Him. I want to focus on God's grace and give thanks for all the good things in my life. I don't want to focus on what I don't have. Even when it feels as if we are being crushed by earthly troubles, we can remain joyful. If we keep our focus on God, our spirit cannot be trampled. To be biblically balanced is to let our theology and preaching be proportioned by the Bible's radically disproportionate focus on God's saving love for sinners seen and accomplished in the crucified and risen Christ. When you fix your thoughts on God, God fixes your thoughts. As the foundation of faith is being undermined and the walls of truth broken down, God is calling all His children to refocus on the essentials. There is no one special than God. Don't let anyone stop you from going to church and focusing on God. While we are on the go, we need to stop between steps, to refocus on the Word and the will of God. If the will of God is your focus, I have no doubt God has so much more for you as you commit to actively serving Him and His purpose. In the midst of your battles, never forget that God loves you and He has a plan for you. Your life as a Christian should make non-believers question their disbelief in God. Trust God for the impossible. Miracles are His department. Our job is to do our best, letting the Lord do the rest. You were made by God and for God, and until you understand that, life will never make sense.